Good morning, good afternoon. What's going on, guys? Happy Wednesday. Here we are. Let me make sure I am live in the group. I am. Okay. All right, guys. I wanted to pop in today to talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart, and wanted to share a little personal experience, and then give you some fuel in your engine or something to rev you up a little bit. So I wanted to talk to you about the new normal. And, I know this group has really grown. We actually, we had a 2019 group that we closed out at the end of the year and then started a fresh 2020 group. And I know that this group has we've grown a lot. And I'm speaking to this group, but I'm also going to save this video so I can share it with a couple of my other communities as well. But this is our main 2020 group. And I know we've had a lot of newcomers. We've had a lot of people who are new to our groups, new to our programs, new to Beachbody, new to the nutrition plans, especially this month with MBF and MBFA, including both 2B Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix. And I know that it's very easy to seem that it's easy to get overwhelmed with all of the resources. And I'm someone who, when I get overwhelmed, I retreat. And it's easier for me to go, I'm just gonna stick to what I know, and this is too much. So know that it's a process and it takes time. But I wanted to come in and kind of help ease your mind with that process and give you some momentum. That's probably the word I was looking for earlier, to kind of carry you through on this journey. So a lot of times when we start a health and fitness journey, it's because we've had earmuffs, oh shit moment. It's because we've had something that has triggered I got to get in shape. I got to get healthy. There's something I have to, whatever it is. Maybe it's an upcoming beach trip. Maybe it's a wedding. Maybe it's a milestone birthday. Maybe it's, you saw a picture and you were frustrated or upset with, the way that you looked, or you had a medical event or scenario that, kind of triggered I got to do something about this now. And a lot of times what happens, our diet culture has kind of programmed in a lot of, unfortunately, like in the media and in a lot of minds, that hurry up and do this thing. If you want to lose, 15 pounds right away, drink this magic drink, use this magic this, hurry up and do this, cut out all your carbs and cut out all your everything. And do this quick fix to get to that goal. And we focus on that, whatever it is that we have to hurry up and get to before that time happens. We have to hurry up and, I got to lose 20 pounds before my birthday, or I got to fit into this size before I hit the beach, or whatever it is. And we focus on that short-term goal, and not the long term. And unfortunately, what happens when, and I think we do a really good job in this community of encouraging a healthier lifestyle. I mean, that's all that I talk about. And that's extremely near and dear to my heart. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But, keeping that healthier lifestyle, I think we do a really good job of promoting that and encouraging that, and know that it's a process, and know that it takes time, and know that it takes, one foot in front of the other, and that, sometimes it's an uphill battle, and sometimes, we gain, and sometimes, all the things that play into a health and fitness journey. But we focus on that, oh shit moment that is we got to hurry up and whatever it is. Instead of making it a long-term lifestyle. I actually took some notes here. And, you know, as we're going into this back half of the year, a couple things I want to touch on, because we know that like we have holidays that are coming up, and we know that there are things that a lot of times can like derail our diet. Here's the thing. If we're not gaining during the holidays, or at the very least maintaining, like we're probably not doing the holidays right, because it's all about balance. And I'm not going to lie, like I know that I'm going to eat a little bit more on Thanksgiving. I know that I'm going to eat a little more on Christmas. Like that's just, I'm going to do my best to stick to my balance. But at the same time, like it's a lifestyle. But I want to talk about the new normal. And I did a post a little bit earlier about, you know, I have 3 daughters who watch my every move. And I grew up in a home where nutrition was a lot of times from a box, and a lot of times was processed and sugary, and I drank a lot of sugary drinks, and I had a ton of cavities. I drank soda. I ate a lot of, like I used to go, one of my fondest memories was going with my mom to the Wonder Bread store. And I loved like picking out all of, you know, we'd always have Twinkies, and we'd always have like those little pie things. And I'd always have those prepackaged sugar bomb snacks, like those Star Crunch, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like all those like Little Debbie, like Hostess, you know, cupcakes and things were always in my lunch. I always had Lunchables. I always had, you know, the prepackaged like juice box, Kool-Aid jammers, Squeeze-Its, like you name it. That was my jam. That was my lifestyle. And I love, you know, my parents are wonderful, and they cook great foods and great meals. But a lot of times, you know, a vegetable came from a can, and there was a lot of sodium and things like that. So I didn't ever know like what a healthy-ish current lifestyle was like. I didn't know about meal planning. I didn't know about, you know, the nutrient dense foods that there are until I really started diving in for myself. I knew a lot about dieting, and dieting to lose weight, and dieting for events and things like that. And that was kind of a way of life. And I know, and my mom is completely candid about this. It was something that she struggled with for a lot of her years. And I have 3 daughters. And for me, body image is something that is extremely important. And teaching that body positivity to them, but also like, I mean, you guys know I talk about this all the time. I talk about positive body image. I talk about, you know, living a life of balance and moderation, not deprivation. But I got to thinking this morning, you know, during my workout, and you can go and read my post. And I talked about how our little dog, literally like we were doing chest presses, and she sat and like put her butthole right on my shoulder, right? And I was like, oh my God, don't put your butthole on my shoulder. And Emma and I were cracking up laughing. And like, I think about like, this is going to be a memory that we're going to like look back and laugh on, that like the dog, remember that one time when we were working out and the dog put her butthole on your shoulder, Mom? And I got to thinking like, part of that memory is, remember that one time we were working out, and how this is the norm for us. This is our new normal. This is our normal. This is our lifestyle now. And I feel very proud that I can carry that through with my children and have them see the importance of positivity surrounding exercise and nutrition. And I completely understand the struggles of, poor nutrition and wanting to eat better and wanting to lose the weight and wanting to get in shape and all of those things. But we have to look at it in a positive light. We have to look at it as creating that new normal and making that a positive environment. Whether you have children or not, it makes a huge difference in here and in here. When you look at a health and fitness journey as something that you are doing for yourself, for your cardiovascular health, for your overall body composition, for your mental health. I mean, who completely agrees that days that you don't work out, or days that you're super stressed and you get a workout in because I gotta get my head right because I'm in a bad place today? That was me yesterday. I was I might need to do a second workout because I'm feeling real murdery today. And it's just going outside and going for a walk, clearing your mind, moving your body, how much those endorphins play a role in our mood, and how this is essential to our wellness, overall wellness, not just weight loss, not just fat loss. So I wanted to really just dive in today to new normal and talk about things that make it normal, or that make this new normal our new normal. We talk about sustainability a lot. We talk about, living a lifestyle that's sustainable, living a healthier balance. And I want to just really touch on the fact that there should never be a mindset of restriction and deprivation. We're going to have lunch in just a minute, okay?
I'm hungry.
Okay, give me 10 minutes.
And we're also playing the game outside.
Okay, well, I'm going to come up and I'll make lunch and we can have lunch outside. Deal?
On the front porch.
On the front porch.
But we're using the table.
That's fine. I could get a blanket out. We can have a picnic. All right, I'm on a video right now, okay? So I'll be up in a minute and make your lunch. Yeah.
Could I get something to eat right now, healthy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get something for Avery too.
Okay. There's applesauces and there's muffins.
No.
Y'all, she literally asked for Dunkaroos. Totally bought Dunkaroos yesterday, as I'm talking about processed foods today, right? It's balance. Sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. She's stinking cute, so she can just come in here and talk in her sweet little voice all day long. So going back to that new normal, you signed up for a reason, whether it was a trigger point that brought you here, whether it was a last resort, whether it was a frustration. But I want you to take that and set it off to the side and reevaluate the why. Because if we don't fix the why, the how will never take care of itself. If we don't fix the why, the how will never take care of itself. So when I came into a healthier lifestyle, I was drinking a lot of wine. I was working a lot. I was stressed at work. It was a lot of stress that was overtaking me. And I was working longer hours than I was supposed to. And I just needed something. So whenever we lived in Colorado, this was back in Colorado, I started going to the gym. And I just started to choose to do healthier things. I'd go to the gym every now and then. I'd eat a little bit healthier. I didn't really grasp the whole nutrient dense, all that stuff. But I just knew that I wanted to start moving my body. And after I did for a little bit, I started to feel healthier. And I was like, cool, I feel really good waking up early on a Saturday and going to the gym with my husband and getting a workout in. So maybe I won't drink as much wine on Friday night. So I can get up and go to the gym and do that. And then I started to see those changes. They didn't happen right away, but I knew that the more I moved my body and the more I fueled it with better foods, I started to feel healthier. I started to see those changes. And then I got pregnant and I said, you know what? I have never been like really active during my pregnancies before. I was pregnant with Emma and Avery, and then third time Aniston was, I wanted it to be different. I didn't want to have to worry about eating the wrong things and gaining weight. I wanted to just focus on moving my body and feeling good for me and for my baby. And I thought, you know what, if I can just keep an active lifestyle, that'll be great. And then I found Beachbody. Aniston was 5 months old. And I thought, you know what, there are more people that need this community. There are more people that need the accountability and the support. And there are more women that need to know how important it is to make your health and wellness a priority, and not just a diet, and not just a quick fix, and not just a temporary solution for something. And then we go back to our old habits and we never actually fix the why. The new normal. So you've signed up, you're here, you've been here for a week, a day, a week, a month, a year, 3, 5 years, but you're on a journey to make this a lifestyle, and you're on a journey to make this a change for the better. So whether you're working out, hardcore, like just rocking it and crushing your workouts, or maybe you missed Tuesday and maybe your nutrition on Monday wasn't ideal, it's all right, because we're going to keep going. Because the new normal is that we're active, that we're moving our bodies, that we're taking that negative mindset around exercise and nutrition and we're converting it over to a positive experience. Because when we change it in here, the rest, the how comes together. When you start to appreciate what your body can do, when you start to look at yourself and go, my legs are huge, my thighs are big, my dimples, I was the negative self-talk queen for so many years. I would complain about my skinny fat. I would talk about how I didn't have an ass, how I was saggy in spots and how I had and I would stand in the mirror and pick myself apart. And it's something that I learned. It's a learned behavior. And it wasn't until I said, you know what, Ashley, fix your mindset, because that negativity isn't doing you any favors. I started going, you know what? You're strong. You can, you moved your weights up this week. You're healthy. You're feeling better. You're feeling more energized. You're getting muscle definition. And y'all, it is a process, right? It takes time. We're not going to lift weights for one day and then wake up tomorrow with huge biceps and look like somebody that has huge biceps. Same thing with nutrition. I knew that it was a process, and I knew that things weren't going to change until I changed not only my habits and created a new normal, but I created a positive mindset surrounding that new normal too. I'm going to wrap it up, but first off, personal development is huge. And if you're not reading personal development or listening to a podcast, and I can post a list of things like that, then we're not going to change. We're not going to have that positive mindset. I have to pump my mind with positivity, personal development, things like that, all the time, because I have negative self-talked myself for so long and had so much anxiety and fear and worried about the judgment of others that it put me in a bad place mentally. But I've dug myself out of that hole, and I still struggle with things. But I know now that I don't want to live a life of negativity. And I don't think any of us do. I think we want to create something positive, and we want to carry that through our lifestyle. I don't want you guys to all be super stick skinny. I don't want everyone to try to create this unsustainable, restrictive whatever. I want us to feel good in our skin. I want us to be strong. I want us to be healthy. I think chicks that have muscles are hot. Like, not to sound weird, but like, I think it's awesome when you feel strong and muscular and like you feel good and accomplished, and that confidence exudes through our body. It does. It exudes through our mood, our body, our mind, everything. And a lot of that comes with taking better care of ourselves and creating that new normal, that positive environment where you're creating and building a lifestyle that is sustainable, not just for 3 weeks, not just for a month, not just to fix a temporary issue, but creating it for life. So today, your assignment is, if you're still here, to find something that you truly love about yourself. And grab a pen and a paper and write it out. I love that. And this new normal, what do you love most about yourself? And what does your new normal look like? Not just short term. What is your new normal? And what are you going to do to get there? And I challenge you to share it with me, or share it with your coach, or post it in here. And know that, y'all, we're in this together. We're going to link arms. We're going to keep going. And we're going to create that consistency that gets results. Strength in numbers. Happy Wednesday, guys.